Welcome to the show.
Bobby, geez, I have to hold your hand. Thank you so much. People obviously won't know, I guess, before we got on camera, the conversations we had. I think I'm buzzing a little bit, and I already know that from here we're gonna build such a strong relationship.
I really am. I'm blessed to have met you and to have this opportunity to be in your presence. You are everything that a young, proud South African should be. You're opinionated, you're not scared, you're driven, you're very intelligent, and man, you're going to take over the world. And I just want to be a part of your journey.
This guy.
Want to put your name on the back of my shirt and be on the sidelines. Like, go! At 17, from my research, you are a straight-A student.
Yeah.
You grew up in Newcastle.
Yes.
I got my driver's license in Newcastle.
Really?
In Utrecht, yes.
Such a small world.
Very close to your...
Yeah, things happen quick in Utrecht because it's so small.
Yeah, that's right. You are an absolute fan of rugby. You play very well, and you're passionate about the game, because like I'm trying to talk serious things and you're bringing in rugby the whole time between the serious things. So you love rugby, and straight-A student, prefect in primary school, prefect in head boy in high school. You're just an overachiever. But at 17, I know what was going on in my mind at 17. It was two things. It was money and girls. At 17, what is most important to you, and what are you thinking about? You obviously went and you got a phenomenal degree and you worked your tail off. But what's important at 17? Because as a thought leader, you are always challenging. You never woke up this way last week. Yeah. You've always been this way. But what are you prioritizing, and what is your sequence of events that's going to happen in your life at 17? That's my question.
Thank you so much, Bobby. I don't know if I'm going to get a chance, but again, I need to thank you. And I'm probably going to be thanking you throughout the episode. I'm not sure if I'm allowed to mention your staff's name.
Of course, absolutely. Yeah.
First and foremost, Carmen, absolutely amazing. Thank you so much to her for bringing me here. Vince came up to me as soon as I got out the car. LZ, who's obviously in charge of production for today. And the story that I've been hearing about your life. Like I said, I think I'm buzzing and my heart is probably beating funny now, because when you meet a fellow crazy person, you're always inspired.
Thank you.
17, I'm in matric at Newcastle High School in KZN, KwaZulu-Natal. It was an interesting year for me because I was deputy head prefect in primary. I became one of the head prefects. There were a couple of us in high school, so they wouldn't just pick one. It was the first time I actually dealt with authority in a way that was not nice to me.
Okay.
I was always a good student, want to make the teachers happy, make my parents happy, good marks.
Great marks.
Did my most at rugby. I don't know if I was very great, but I was decent. And for the first time, I had my choir mistress question my brilliance on stage. We were at Dickies, funny enough.
Okay.
Performing with the Dix Camerata. I believe you went to Dickies at some point, so
yes.
You had a bursary there for soccer. And she called me to the side because I'd sang a solo and the choir had kind of messed up, at least in my head. I carried on singing. She calls me to the side and she's like, you don't have to always be a star. Sometimes there are people more important than you. And I didn't feel great. Being a prefect, head prefect at primary is very different from high school, because in high school, a lot of the staff and the headmaster, when they make you a prefect, head prefect, they almost make you like a mini cop. And I've never had that personality. I thought the reason I was given a title was because I get along with the kids and I do well. So the first day, because we used to have a demerit book, where when kids do wrong things, you kind of write them up and they get detention.
Me and you are no longer friends once you get that book, my friend.
I lost my book the first day I got it.
Okay,
And
good.
you're supposed to get another one.
Good
Never, because I was like, I'm never going to do this. I'm never going to be a police officer. If the boys are smoking in the bathroom, I'm like, please stop, because I'm here.
Yes.
But otherwise, it's your life. There must be order, but I'm not a cop. And some of the people that were in charge of the prefects had issues with that type of mindset. Why do you never bring anyone to the office? I'm like, for what? This translated now when I get to tertiary, because there were these people called sub-wardens in the reses. I feel sorry for sub-wardens and I apologize for all of them. But a lot of the sub-wardens I realized at varsity were people that weren't great at school. So they're trying to live their dream and tertiary.
Yes.
We're like the really cool kids at school. Tertiary is just fun.
Yes.
You study hard, but you have a good time. You're not there for But look, we're different. Some of the subordinates are great and, you know, they want a great CV, etc. But I used to get bored. Why are you shouting at me? We're all adults, I believe.
Yes.
You guys must keep it down. Speak to me like an adult. So I think matric and first year for me were the beginning of my consciousness and realizing I have certain issues with a type of authority that doesn't show mutual respect to people. But I had a good year. Enjoyed my rugby, I was a huge choir boy as well. Had a girlfriend, speaking about girls, I had a girlfriend in matric. And then yeah, first year was wild because 17 matric, I turned 18 in March the following year. I was at Rhodes in Grahamstown in the Eastern Cape in Makhanda, and it was a great challenge for me. It was the first time I was away from home for so long.
Is that a boarding school as well? So you
No. This was university.
Okay.
This was university. But it challenged me in ways I'd never thought of.
If you enjoyed this content and you would like to see more, please visit our Mitmac Masterclass channel on YouTube. That's where the magic happens. Bye-bye.